All right, the UFC Women's Flyweight Championship is upon us. Here is your tale of the tape. Valentina Shevchenko, 30. Joanna Jedrzejczyk, 31. Jedrzejczyk, 1 inch taller. Both women making the championship limit with relative ease. Shevchenko will have a slight reach advantage of 1 inch. And now to get us started for this first of 2 championship fights, here is Bruce Butler.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. Sponsored by Air Asia. Now everyone can fly. Our 3 judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Benoit Roussel, Eric Cohen, and Jason Rogers. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Todd Anderson. And now, this fight is 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Flyweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a striker holding a professional record, 15 wins, 2 losses. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 124 pounds. Fighting out of Olsztyn, Poland, presenting the #1 ranked strawweight contender in the world and the former UFC strawweight champion, Joanna And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a Muay Thai kickboxer holding a professional record, 15 wins, 3 losses. She stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 123 and 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan, presenting the #1 ranked flyweight contender in the world, Valentina "Bullet" Shevchenko.
Ladies, went over the rules in the back. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. If you wish to do gloves, touch now. Step back.
Skill for skill, about as much talent on the women's side as we have ever had inside that octagon at one time. The greatest strawweight champion in UFC history, Joanna Jedrzejczyk, moving up 10 pounds tonight to challenge perennial threat, lifelong martial artist Valentina Shevchenko.
Ready.
And we are underway. Valentina Shevchenko in black takes the center of the octagon. Joanna Jedrzejczyk wearing that Polish red. Southpaw versus orthodox fighter here.
Valentina is a very unique mix of Muay Thai and traditional martial arts as well. You know, you see a lot of the way she throws her kicks. Sometimes she throws a Muay Thai style, but sometimes it looks like Kyokushin or Taekwondo.
Yeah, she's got a snap on it when she wants to, and she spins and throws axe kicks and hook kicks like a Taekwondo or karate practitioner.
And then again, she's got fantastic grappling and clinch work. Her takedowns are excellent.
She's just truly, she's a martial artist.
Yeah.
Whatever she needs to do in the sport of MMA, she's going to go out and seek it out and train her best for that particular art form. Beautiful takedown, Joe.
Right into side control. The strength of this woman.
And that's in thinking about this fight, I feel like that is just where this fight was more guaranteed for Valentina, to get this fight to the ground. She's shown that she's got very good wrestling, and just when she gets on top, her control, she's relentless. Look at that squeeze. She's not letting Joanna move at all.
Well, she was this way at 135 with these bigger women. You see her down here now at 125 against a woman who fought at 115, and the strength difference is very evident. Also the grappling experience.
Right. 7 career MMA wins by submission for the 17-time World Muay Thai and K1 champion Valentina Shevchenko.
She's tying her up in a crucifix. Joanna rolls. She gives up her neck, though. Oh, big knee.
But she's up. And that's one thing Joanna, she does really well. She does find the ways to get back up to her feet. She pops back up. She avoided any major damage there, but Valentina's staying right on her. She's looking for that.
She's got the head, but she could lose her.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, that's a tricky situation when you go for that headlock. You give up your back. But Joanna's not really a jiu-jitsu player. She just wants to get out of this.
She's trying to create space, push off.
But even if she does get out of this, she knows now that this girl's got a grip like a crocodile, slams her to the ground like that.
Yeah.
This is going to be in her mind as they exchange.
Oh, she's looking for that inside trip. Some good judo from Shevchenko.
Good everything.
Yeah, right.
And she's complete.
Pretty good job there by Jedrzejczyk to stay upright. Just over 2 minutes here to go round one.
Valentina's got double underhooks here.
You got to wonder if part of the game plan for Shevchenko too is just wear her out. Joanna's got such a fast jab, straight punches down the middle, make her grapple in the first round. She knows she's got 5 rounds to work.
We're also, if there's anywhere that Valentina has a marked advantage, this is it. The strength, the clinch work, and the grappling. And most certainly the submissions. I mean, the way she submitted Juliana Pena from her back, I mean, nobody expected that, except maybe her camp.
Jedrzejczyk offers up a couple knees, but Shevchenko staying heavy here up against the fence. Referee calls for more action. Just over a minute to go.
Big shot on the break.
A lot of energy expended in that clinch on both sides.
Joanna shake out her shoulders there, but she still looks pretty fresh. She hasn't really committed to any of these punches yet. She's throwing out a lot of feelers.
Even the way she's throwing her kick, she's not rotating her hips over. The lead right hand of Valentina is one of her best weapons, and that really was evident in the Holly Holm fight. She used that beautiful right check hook. Oh!
She is fast. She doesn't waste any movement, Joe. She gets just out of the way of some of these leg kicks from Joanna as well.
Final 10 seconds of the first round. Combination from Shevchenko. Jedrzejczyk unable to find the range as yet.
Let her go. Let her go.
And here we see Valentina gets the clinch. Look at that trip, beautiful, right into side control, and some nasty ground and pound from her from there. There's a nice elbow on the break. And there's that spinning back kick to the chest.
Come on, it'll be there. Measure, 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 long straight right.
When you push backward, they can push kick. The high kicks is doing very good, champ. The high kick with the right leg.
Do not rest on the cage. Do not underhook and circle off. Don't rest.
She has 0 head movement. Okay?
Zero head movement. Long straight.
Listen,
long
listen.
straight.
Touch the glove. The second one, commit to it.
Yes.
Jab, okay? Right hand down.
UFC 231 Holloway versus Ortega is presented by EA Sports UFC 3. Available now for up to 70% off. Play as over 200 UFC favorites, including legendary Fight Night champion characters Andre Bishop and Isaac Frost. Get it today. So Mike Brown, Cattell Kubis, Dia Davis giving Joanna a lot of things to think about there, Paul, after round one.
Yeah, for Joanna, touch the gloves, then commit. They want her to just keep the feelers out there. They're saying that Valentina also has no head movement. But she slides out of the way just well enough.
She's also got so much power. She might not have head movement, but she snaps back at you.
She'll counter right back at you.
It's so hard. And that front teep to the face was very nice.
Right.
But what Joanna has to do is she's got to get her respect. She's got to tag her with something.
She's got to commit, Joe. She's got to get in there.
But the problem is if she throws a kick, she's worried about it getting caught like it was at the end of the first round. She didn't throw that kick until the very end, the kick to the face, and Valentina immediately caught it. I mean, she's just coiled back like a spring, ready to blast.
Yeah. And she even seems to be able to match the speed of Jedrzejczyk at least through 6 minutes.
Maybe even faster.
Yeah.
firing back.
Yeah, she doesn't give you any freebies.
And then there's the question of, does Joanna carry her power into this division? I mean, she wasn't a one-shot knockout artist at 115.
Right.
But she's also more of a technician than she is a brawler anyway.
Last finish for Joanna actually came all the way back in June of 2015 against Jessica Pena.
And that was a barrage.
Yes.
I mean, that was a horrific beatdown that led to the stoppage.
Yeah, that was just nose and swelling and lumps and
everything.
Accumulation of strikes as opposed to, like we were talking about, that one shot.
Right after the main event, don't miss a recap of all of tonight's action from Toronto on the UFC 231 post-fight show on FS1. It also streams live on the Fox Sports app, and in Canada, you can find it on TSN.
Joanna pressing forward, though.
There's a good
body
shot.
kick. Oh, straight left. Nice combination. You see Valentina, she's waiting to counter. That's where she works best.
And she has been at her efficient best here tonight, coming up on the midpoint of round 2.
Nothing to it with that body. She just blocks it with her forearms like it's nothing. And both these girls with a respectable bark when they throw their strikes as well.
Jedrzejczyk lands to the body, but one and done. Significant strikes, pretty evenly matched, but Shevchenko far more efficient here through 7 minutes.
Oh, counter right hook. That's that right hook we're talking about, Joe.
Jedrzejczyk is switching back and forth as well from southpaw to orthodox, really trying to find the correct formula. There's that head kick and gets taken down. And that's what she was worried about. And that's, I'm sure, Valentina wants to punish her every time she goes for that.
Platoon takedown from Shevchenko. And now we will see what she can do with it. About 90 seconds with which to work. Third time thus far that Shevchenko has grounded Joanna.
Ooh. Slashing elbow there from the top from Valentina. Joanna's got that underhook, but Valentina's using it against her. She's got a trap. She's so strong. She's like, okay, you have that underhook, but now I have your arm, and I can land those elbows.
Well, Valentina definitely has a much broader arsenal when it comes to the ground game. Joanna's ground game is much more defense-oriented. Her goal is just to get back up to her feet.
Shoot him, yeah. And she can't get that arm back, so it's not helping her at all. Usually you dig for that underhook. You know, you press her up, try to get to a hip, get to a knee, and get up. But Shevchenko's like, no, you're not going anywhere. I've got that arm now.
Yeah, I mean, the physical strength and the grappling ability is so evident that it leans towards Shevchenko.
Pretty good work with the elbows. Positional control here for Shevchenko down the stretch of round 2.
You want to back up to her feet, nicely done. Oh, ate a hard knee. And back down.
Another strong round for Valentina Shevchenko.
Let's take a look at some of these replays. Here's that teep square to the mouth of Joanna. And a nice body kick there from Valentina. And here we go again. Off of the exchange, some nice punches traded back and forth, but this body lock to a takedown and keeps that side control for almost the rest of the round. Here, right at the end of the round, she lands that nice knee right on the jaw of Joanna Jedrzejczyk, and then ends up taking her down again.
Make sure she's not touching you. Be cautious. Don't make a mistake. She's playing her game, but you gotta make sure you play your game.
The unauthorized reproduction or distribution of this copyrighted work is illegal and punishable under law. And we talked earlier tonight about some of these mastermind coaches in the corners of these fighters. And how about Pavel Fedotov? This is a guy who was mixing the martial arts before it was the thing to do. And he has really turned these Shevchenko sisters into some absolute monsters in MMA.
Doubled up that front kick.
She does that so well, that front leg. And again, that's what you talked about earlier, that physical dexterity in the legs that she has from just that wide arsenal of striking techniques.
And that's the perfect blend, Joe. We were talking about traditional Taekwondo, and look at how easily she checks that kick to it. It's just a beautiful check. But she mixes those so well with the snap, but the way she stays balanced on her back leg, she's always just sliding that lead leg out of the way of those kicks. Oh, back kick.
What timing on that.
Right? Oh, she's so good. She mixes it up so well. The teeth pulls out, and her defense is always so on point.
And she might have one of the best spinning back kicks in the game. There's just no
tell.
Yeah,
right.
Nothing. No telegraphing at all. And she doesn't move her feet. She does it from that position. She a little switch right there. You saw a little twitch.
Yeah, she thought about it. Oh, Joanna almost slipped a front kick up the middle.
And you see some damage on that nose of Jedrzejczyk.
Ducked in there, that right hand. Oh, hard leg kick.
Ooh. Spinning heel kick. And again, Joe, just like you talked about before, every time she throws that, she tries to make her pay. Joanna did a great job getting back up to her feet. Didn't really get a takedown off of it, but now she's thinking every time I throw that, she's been sweeping me, catching it, taking me down off of it.
And she's felt Shevchenko's strength in the ground. It's just, there's such a difference in their ability when it comes to grappling.
Valentina just so concentrated. There's never a mental lapse. Just picks her spots beautifully, landing 50% of her strikes. 9 takedown attempts already. Nice stick there by Joanna.
Yeah, she needs more of that. She needs to commit to that right hand. Easier said than done, of course, because you got to get in close. And the counter ability of Valentina is outstanding.
Well, that was a good indication right there. Joanna landed that front kick and slipped out of the way. Oh, there's the head kick. There it is. Ooh, she makes it pay for it with that straight left.
Two minutes here to go, round 3.
Hard inside leg kick by Valentina.
And Joanna lands to the body.
Oh, Joanna, good job slipping out of the way of that left hand.
The Jedrzejczyk corner likes the pace at which this round has been fought.
Oh, man. I mean, she is just like a little pit bull when she gets a hold of that head. And Joanna's laughing.
Pretty good sign of the improved strength of Joanna Jedrzejczyk. Did a lot of weight training, trying to add muscle for her move up to this division, however temporary.
Man, both ladies trading kicks back and forth. That's interesting, though. You know, you add on that muscle and you don't plan on necessarily staying in that weight class. It doesn't just disappear overnight. And that was already a challenging weight cut for her to get down to strawweight. So that's an interesting move to try to add on muscle. So I would hope that it's more than a one-fight move to flyweight.
I guess it's all dependent upon her performance in this fight. She's probably just so concentrating on Valentina.
Shevchenko gets the body lock. Unable to get Jedrzejczyk down.
Whoa.
Oh, Shevchenko raises the knee and lands.
That's some flexibility right there, folks.
again.
15 minutes down, we will follow Joanna Jedrzejczyk into the blue corner. Red corner.
Ай, чтобы она накидывала. Ничего не давай накидывать.
She's low down, Jay. She's low down. She's low down. Sweet up. Let him.
We got to come strong, Jay. We got to come strong.
That's what you do if you keep letting sticking, do step back. Sticking, do step back. You can do that all day. Okay? But please pay attention. Don't throw the first one heavy. Throw the first one and go for second one. Second one can be cross. Second one
Your
can be...
feints are working for you. Every time you feint, you're scoring off of that.
Yeah.
All right? So let's stay busy with the feints.
Long
Look to
straight-
stick after.
Long straight right. Long straight right.
Seconds out. Stay on your feints. All right? The feints are working for you. Keep using it.
We have arrived at the championship rounds of this UFC Women's Flyweight Championship. Paul, you keep hearing Mike Brown in that corner talk about that long, straight right. They've been talking about it from the outset, but it's about committing to it, right? Not just throwing.
Yeah, and when she did, it was a much better round, I feel like, Joanna. I mean, Valentina ended up in the clinch, almost taking her down there at the end. Had her back for a second, but she seems to be committing and more confident in her strikes and moving forward. See, even there, she stood there and tried to counter Valentina, whereas before she was just kind of touching with these punches. Now she's really trying to get in there and land them.
Yeah, she's picking up the pace for sure. I think she recognizes that she's probably behind in this fight, and she's really got to pick it up. Here she switches southpaws again.
Conditioning usually a weapon for Jedrzejczyk down the stretch. Shevchenko very strong in that department as well. And even though Valentina doesn't have the championship experience of Jedrzejczyk, most of her recent UFC fights have been 5-rounders.
Nice knee to the body there of Valentina, and here's that clinch again.
Oh, nice elbow over the top from Valentina. Yeah, but Joanna looking much better here in these later rounds of this fight.
Yeah, she looks like she's picking up the pace, and Valentina looks like she's slowing down a bit.
Yep, her pace has waned. She's also attempted 12 takedowns, which requires a lot of energy.
But so does defending them.
Yeah. Counter right lands for Shevchenko.
I think you know what it is. I think it's also discouraging, right? So it's not necessarily which one's more physically taxing. I think it's the person offensively trying to get the takedown and doesn't get it, that can drain you a little more just because it's also frustrating and diminishing. But she's got it now.
Right into side control. And nowhere near the cage. So Joanna's not going to be able to press her back up against the cage and wall walk.
Jedrzejczyk tries to hip escape, unable to.
But at least she got her into half guard.
She's got that underhook again, but last time she did that.
She's giving up her back. She's giving up her back. She can't just do this. She can't just try to stand up like this. Wow, she's going to pull it off, though. Wow.
We're definitely seeing some, I mean, that strength and conditioning program, whatever Joanna's on, is working. She's showing that she's physically strong. She's hanging in here and getting up from these things. She could be taking the back,
Yeah,
Joe.
it looks like she's trying to take her back now.
She's got one hook over.
Yeah.
She's still in the headlock.
Yep.
She should just jump and throw that leg over.
Yeah. I mean, this is a bad position right now for Valentina. If she was there with an experienced grappler, she'd probably let this go and get out of this. But this is a good spot for Joanna if she can get her head out.
She's out.
Yeah, she's out. And Valentina recognized that. She recognized it was a slippery spot. I mean, you go back to Liz Carmouche versus Ronda Rousey. Same situation. Ronda liked to take girls down with a headlock. She wound up getting her back taken. And she just, out of sheer toughness, gutted her way out of that rear naked choke.
Yeah, it's such a dangerous position to put yourself in if you don't land that. If you're not an expert at that throw.
Yeah. And even if you are. Depends on,
it could backfire on you for sure.
Yeah, depends on who you're doing it to. It's a very controversial move.
Double underhooks for Shevchenko. About a minute to go here in round 4.
Great job here
Now,
defensively from Joanna.
But here's the situation we have to ask ourselves. How much did Valentina cut to get down to this weight class? And is it diminishing her at all? And since Joanna's going up, I mean, she looks fresher right now. I mean, she looked fresher in the exchanges. I mean, we're just talking a slight bit, but enough that I'm noticing that she's coming on strong in the 4th, and Valentina seems to be fading a little bit. Now, look, Joanna got back up to her feet. She almost took her back.
Yeah, these later rounds, 4th round and the 3rd round for Joanna.
That exchange right there, like Valentina's punches and her kicks, just a little slower than before.
And I know some were surprised that Shevchenko came in a full pound and a half below the 125-pound championship limit.
Yeah, she might have overamped it.
And a lot of times that can be a scale issue too, whatever you're using for your cut.
Pretty good land there towards the end of the round from Jedrzejczyk.
It feels like she was really coming on strong at the end of that round.
Не давай каких-то это ее.
Don't let her do what she wants.
Не давай ей прыгать просто, понятно?
Don't let her jump around.
Колено не забывай отрабатывать.
Don't forget your knee.
Ясно, да? Чтобы не было каких-то пассивных. То есть четко попадай, по воздуху не надо, надо четко попадать по ней. Понятно, да?
Don't punch in the air, punch her. This is the last round.
Не давай ей прыгать просто-напросто.
Don't let her move around.
Сейчас она пойдет на риск. Сейчас у нее локоть последний.
And now she's gonna risk. She's gonna use elbows now. So make sure you watch out for the elbows.
You can do it. Best conditioning in the world. Put this bitch away.
There's a takedown by Shevchenko, and there's a nice knee right to the nose. She's fantastic at that high knee in the clinch, and this is the end of the fight. Joanna going after her.
These fighters have so much mutual respect for one another. 4th time they have met in a combat sports setting. For Valentina Shevchenko, now 5 minutes potentially away from finally becoming a UFC champion.
Joanna's corner pleading on her to test her. Look at that, nice right hand. To really push her endurance. She said she's in excellent condition. Nice front kick to the body by Joanna.
Joanna clearly appears to be the fresher fighter here. You've heard Mike Brown often talk about Joanna having the muscles engaged the whole time because he feels like she can do it. She has the conditioning to go 25 hard minutes.
Well, you're seeing that. I mean, she's amped up her pace in the 3rd, 4th, and now 5th rounds and looks completely fresh. She doesn't look tired at all. But the strength of Shevchenko is the difference here. Even if she's getting back up, she's constantly on her, knocking her to the ground, getting control, but having trouble here in the 5th.
She's had a hard time taking Joanna down consistently.
Yeah, and she's slowing down. You can see that here in the 5th round. You gotta wonder, is it the cut or is it just Joanna's conditioning is that good?
It also could be her approach, that everything she does with full power.
So tense.
Yeah.
Shevchenko running a little bit of clock here in the clinch. 3.5 minutes to go.
Do something with Valentina. Work it out.
Now Todd Anderson calls for more action from Valentina.
Yeah, Valentina's just holding on here.
Yeah,
this
is definitely stalling.
Yeah, this is a fatigued fighter.
And Joanna's staying busy. Even if they're little teeny rabbit punches, she's still working. She's scoring
Referee's going to separate them.
Well, I agree with that.
Yeah, I do too. I do now. So I want to see it.
All right, back to the center. We'll see what Joanna can do with the separation. Lands a flush right there.
Ooh, slip?
Yeah, no, it's just feet tangled.
Both women have very nice front kicks to the body.
Ooh.
All right, let's check in on that ATT corner. Mike Brown and crew cornering Jedrzejczyk.
Little closer, little closer.
Come on.
Get ready, move your head in the cross. Move your head in the cross, you're gonna catch her. Cross, move your head, cross.
Oh, much less steam on that back kick now.
Yeah. Close the distance, 3-2.
Being too high, something big.
Less than 2 minutes now to decide the UFC Women's Flyweight Championship. Joanna continuing to try to force the issue here late. Beautiful stick by Shevchenko.
We could be in a situation here where Joanna has to land something big.
Yeah.
The takedowns, the control in the clinch, the power of her kicks and punches. She could be well behind in this fight right now.
Based on how it's going, it would have to be something crazy, Joe. It would have to be a big head kick or something like that, a spinning back fist.
And Shevchenko starting to let it go here a little bit late. Under a minute now to go.
Work out the fence, let's go.
We'll see if Joanna can circle out here.
Nice knee from Joanna.
Final 30 seconds of the fight.
Oh, there it is again. Woo.
Oh, nice right hand.
And Joanna just pressing forward, though. Look at this.
Oh. She got touched by a spinning back fist there. Final 10 seconds now. So Valentina Shevchenko and Joanna Jedrzejczyk go the distance in this UFC Women's Flyweight Championship fight. Unofficially, both fighters landed exactly 92 significant strikes. Shevchenko a touch more efficient tonight. This replay brought to you by Nemiroff. Bold character since 1872.
And here we see Valentina with the clinch and the trip, lands in the side control. And there's a elbow on the break. And there's that spinning back kick to the chest. Front kick to the face. There's that check right hook. And here's another takedown. Again, every time she took her down, almost every single one of them went straight to side control. Another one, boom, same thing. There's that high knee. I mean, this is a Valentina highlight reel here. Spinning back fist.
All right, a summary of the fight here. Significant head strikes advantage Shevchenko. Jedrzejczyk did some fine work to the body. Leg kicks evenly matched. 5 takedowns unofficially on 16 attempts for Shevchenko. Only 3 minutes of top position time. Her physicality certainly was a big factor in this fight. But in a lot of respects, even if in a losing effort, Jedrzejczyk, I think, has a lot to be proud of in moving up tonight.
Oh, absolutely. She looked great. She just not as physically strong as Shevchenko, and I think those takedowns are ultimately what are going to be the decision maker here.
The official decision is brought to you by the Metro by T-Mobile. Get unlimited high-speed data all month long on the same network as T-Mobile. With the scorecards, we go inside the octagon now to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 49-46 for the winner by unanimous decision and new undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Valentina "Bullet" Shevchenko.
I'm here with the winner and new champion, Valentina Shevchenko. You have waited so long to hear those words. Finally, you hear them. How does it feel to finally get the UFC strap?
You know, Joe, I was waiting for so long this moment. It's the magic words what I wanted to hear so long time ago. And I want to share this special moment with my sister, Antonina. I want her to stand right next to me because it's not only my work, it's work of all my team. My coach, Pavel Fedotov, my manager, Roger, one of the sparring partners, Robbie Chow, he's here. And I want to say thank you very much for everyone who was part of this amazing way to this belt. And of course, I want to say thank you very much to all my supporters around all the world. And of course, to Kyrgyzstan, to Russia, and to Peru.
You had so much success at 135 pounds, but this was really your natural weight class. What did it feel like to fight in this weight class finally and to go a full 5 rounds against someone as good as Joanna?
You know, I'm very happy that I get this belt in the fight with Joanna because she's really professional. And I was not like worried about what this fight will happen or not will happen because I knew she's very responsible. And this is more valor for me to get this belt from this kind of fight than with any other opponent.
Your technique looked absolutely sensational tonight. Everything was flawless. Congratulations and welcome to the championship list.
Quiero decir muchas gracias a todos mis fanáticos de toda Latinoamérica que me están apoyando y que me siguen. Los quiero mucho. И также хочу передать большой привет своему родному Кыргызстану, всей России и всем болельщикам из стран СНГ. Спасибо, что меня поддерживаете.
The new flyweight champion of the world, ladies and gentlemen, Valentina Shevchenko.
Well, when the UFC introduced the UFC women's flyweight division, many believed it was an eventuality that Valentina Shevchenko would become its champion. And now as we sit here, December 8th, 2018, the path to flyweight gold goes through Valentina Shevchenko.